To them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels his life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this, if you don't remember nothing else, you gotta be relentless.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages, back again with another video. This time, we're going to be talking about Battlefield 6 again, and it's probably going to be like maybe a update to the video I had put out before in regards to Battlefield 6's wait and see for me. Now I don't know. I don't know. I got to play the beta this weekend, the Battlefield 6 beta this weekend. Hold on, let me lower this joint. It's kind of loud. Got to play the Battlefield 6 beta this weekend. And now, granted, I didn't play it for a lot, but what I played, I will say I enjoyed. I will say I enjoyed. There is stuff that is very frustrating about it, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. And in fact, I enjoyed it so much, I'm looking forward to the next open beta, just so I can get a little bit more information about this. Because prior to this, I had did a video saying that Battlefield 6 is wait and see. And what sparked that video was because all the hype that was going into Battlefield 6 prior to like the beta, and how it was very reminiscent to what we had experienced from Battlefield 2042. And I just did not want to fall into that same trap again. I didn't want to fall into the whole situation like with Battlefield 2042 where I was hyped and then I get the game, pay full price for it, and then it was just disappointing. It was like extremely disappointing because like I'm telling you, the hype for Battlefield 2042 was just as big, if not even bigger than Battlefield 6. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of hype for Battlefield 6, and I mean, based off of what I played of this game, like the hype might just be legit. It might just be legit. Now, I still think, saying all that, I still think that Battlefield 6 is still probably going to be a wait and see for me, only because I just got, you know, so burnt on Battlefield 2042. Like, I was so burned. I got so burned on Battlefield 2042. Like, let's see. Battlefield 2042. I bought at launch. I only put 28 hours into Battlefield 2042. Mind you, I bought this at launch like 4 years ago. I hadn't played it in over a year and a half. Over a year and a half. I haven't played Battlefield 2042 in over a year and a half. Last time I played it was January 20th, 2024. We're in August 11th, 2025. You know what I mean? Now, in terms of the open beta for Battlefield 6, I was only able to put in about 3 hours. And that's why, for the most part, this is still kind of like a wait and see for me. Because I was having technical issues. And I don't want to buy a game and then not be able to play the game I bought on PC. You know what I mean? When I got into the beta, it was weird though, because I downloaded the beta, right? I was able to jump in, right? No problems. I was able to jump in. Now, it was a little bit of problems because like the beta was so popping. The beta was so popping that like there was a waiting period. Like you legit couldn't get into the games because the servers were full. You legit just could not get into any game. The servers was full, and it was like a waiting period. The waiting period wasn't crazy. I think I did have to wait like 5 minutes at one point just to get into a game. But it was just so many people were hyped for the game, and they were able to play it for free. So, but once I got into the game, I didn't have any troubles getting into a game. Once I got into the game, everything was good. Got in, I was able to play with my boy Collapse. You guys know Collapse. He's been on my channel before. You've heard him on my channel before. Now, we did have an issue where I had the mic on. I was able to talk. According to Collapse, he couldn't hear me on his end, and I couldn't hear Collapse on his end. Nor was any of my teammates responding to me when I was talking. So I don't know if there was like a chat situation there. Because I think we had an issue like that on Battlefield 2042. where the chat didn't work on the beta or at launch. It was something wrong with the chat. I don't know if that's the same case with Battlefield 6. I just know the the one time I had played, in fact, almost every time I played, nobody has really used a mic. And if they did, if they were using a mic, I couldn't hear them, and I couldn't tell if they could hear me. Even though I can see like my mic whenever I talk, I can see my mic flashing, like it's going off, like you can hear, like people can hear me, but like nobody was really responding to me. And like when I would say something, like they didn't, I don't know if they could hear me or because they just wasn't listening, or I don't know. I don't know. And again, I didn't get a chance to play with my friends with the exception of the one time with Collapse, and he said he couldn't hear me, and I couldn't hear him if he was talking. So I don't know if there's a chat situation going on. So that's something I'm a little worried about, because I definitely, especially on a game like this, Battlefield 6, where like it's so hectic, like you gotta be able to communicate. Like for example, if you go down, like you gotta if somebody's next to you and they didn't realize you went down, you gotta be like, yo, pick me up, bro, pick me up. Like especially if they had that opportunity to do so. Like you got to be able to communicate in this game, because it gets crazy in this game, bro. It gets crazy. It's wild, bro. It really is wild. I thought that was a friendly, but so that was one situation, right? So we're playing the game now. Granted, the first game I did terrible. It's the first game, I mean, my first game wasn't until like Saturday night or something like that. It wasn't until Saturday night, so people had already been playing the beta for like over 24 hours. So I sucked at it. I was doing bad. It was a bit frustrating because I was just dying. Like I was getting sniped all crazy. Nobody would pick me up. It was annoying because it was one of those, like, you go down, your teammate could be like right next to you. Again, I got the mic on. I'm like, yo, come pick me up, and nobody would pick me up and stuff like that. So that was really frustrating. I ended up switching to the medic or whatever, and I was like, yo, since people ain't gonna be picking people up, like I might as well do that. Like I'm trash. I'm already getting washed. So I ended up switching to the medic, and I love the medic in this game. Not only can I get kills because he's fucking running with a light machine gun, yeah, I was also able to like help my team out a lot. Like I've unlike other people, like I'm going around, I'm picking up my people. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a medic. I'm throwing down the health packs to heal people. I'm picking people up. I'm reviving people. I also prefer the medic too, because the medic will pick people up a lot faster than anybody else. Like most people, if you're gonna pick you up, they gotta drag you and stuff like that, and which is cool because they can drag you around a corner or whatever for protection and stuff like that. But the medic, I can literally just run, zap, and keep it moving. It's so cool. It's so cool. The medic, I definitely like the medic. I haven't outside of the first group, which is the assault class, because that's what I started with. I haven't had a chance to really play with any other class, like the engineer or the support. I haven't played with them as of yet. So, but I do know based off of what I played with the medic seems to fit my particular playstyle. It fit my playstyle very well. I do need to maybe try out the other classes just to, kind of gauge them a little bit better. That's why I'm also looking forward to the other beta week that's coming up next week. I'm gonna use that opportunity to maybe try out some of the other classes I didn't get a chance to try out this beta week, because again, we ran into some technical issues, and that's why, again, this is kind of still a wait and see for me. But I'm very optimistic. I will say I'm very optimistic about it. So after that game, right? After that game, Collapse gets booted. I get booted. And then I can't get back in the game. Now all of a sudden I go to like boot up the game or whatever, and now it's saying something about a secure boot situation. I'm like, what the heck is a secure boot situation? Like, this is the only game that has ever brought up a message like that. And I've been playing on this same rig for the most part. I did upgrade a few parts like the GPU and CPU, but I've been playing on the same motherboard and everything else for 5 years, and I've never seen something say like a secure boot enable issue. So I look online, I see a lot of other people are experiencing that. I see some people saying you got to go into the BIOS in order to fix it and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go into the BIOS. I go to secure boot, and it is disabled. I got to enable it. I go to enable it, and it doesn't let me enable it. I'm like, what the hell? It keeps bringing up like a message, but I don't know what the message is. So I delete the game. I re-downloaded the game. I re-downloaded this game like 3 times, bro, because I just wanted to get back into it. Because I only played the one game, and even though I was dying a lot, I enjoyed the one game that I played. So I was like, yo, I need to get more information to see if this is something I would probably be willing to buy in the future. So I re-downloaded the game like 3 times trying to like get rid of that situation. I even went as far, right? I even went as far because I think I actually might have downloaded this game 4 times because I even downloaded this game on my Steam Deck. Like on my Steam Deck OLED, I went ahead, I deleted some games off of that, and I downloaded this game on my Steam Deck OLED, and I could not play it on the Steam Deck OLED. You cannot play this game on the Steam Deck OLED because of the anti-cheat software. The Steam Deck won't even play it at all. So that's a major bummer. Unless obviously you download Windows or you do boot Windows or something like that. But I don't do that with my Steam Deck. I just play it straight out the box as is. But you can play it. I even went as far as to like maybe like stream it from my PC to the Steam Deck to see if that would work. That would not work. Like that would not work. So I'm like, ah, damn, dude, I can't play it, bro. Like I can't play it. Unfortunately, I literally just can't play this game. It sucks. So I was a bit upset. I was a bit bummed about that. I was to the point where like, yeah, I'm not even gonna buy the game. Like even if I enjoyed the one game I played, I'm not even gonna buy it because like, why buy it if my PC can't run it? It was like I was really bummed out. So like last night when I got off work late too. I didn't get off till like after 11. Uh, I hit up Collapse. You know what I mean? Collapse was able to get back in. He was able to solve the boot situation. So we on the phone. He's kind of walking me through it. I instead of going to the secure boot thing, I actually had to go through a different thing first, which he was able to help me figure out. And then after I was able to take care of that, I think I had to like disable something else before I can enable the secure boot. Once I was able to enable the secure boot, I was able to get back in. And then from there, dude, I want to say I played for like 2 hours straight. Like, I played for like 2 hours straight. I don't know how many games I played. Probably like 4, 5, 6 games or whatever. Like, I was up to damn near 3 in the morning just playing the game, bro. Like, I just did not want to get off. I only got off because I just got too tired. My eyes start burning. And then I woke up extra early to see if I could get into the beta before it closes, and it was done. Like it was a wrap. Like I looked online. Like I said, I got off at 3 in the morning. When I looked online, it said that the beta ended at 4 in the morning my time. So I was like, all right, but I just gotta wait for next week. But I am looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Towards the end there, I started leveling up. I think I made it to like level 6 or 7. I think I made it to like level 6 or 7. Um, I was able to get to a point where I could start customizing my gun because like a lot of these shooters, you don't get access to all your attachments on your guns. You got to kind of earn it by playing with the particular gun. And I've been rocking out with this LMG, dude. I've been rocking out with this LMG, so I was able to like get to a point where I could really start customizing and stuff like that. So I was enjoying that. I was starting to dig into that. I still haven't like explored the medic class as much as I would like. I kind of just rocked out with the stock medic stuff, like the defibrillator and the health pack and all that stuff. I don't. In terms of the grenade, I still just been using the smoke grenade. I've seen that with the medic class, I can actually switch the smoke grenade to the frag grenade. I think I'm gonna keep rocking out with the smoke grenade because it fits not only my play style but how I want to play with the medic, and that's being able to like heal people first before getting kills. And the smoke grenade helps a lot with that. Like if you get a down teammate, you could just pop like a couple smoke grenades in that area, run, zap them up, and then keep it moving. Bang, zap them up. You know what I mean? Get them up, and now you back in the game. Your people's back in the game. Now that person thought it was probably gonna be a one-on-one, and he turns that corner, and now he sees it's 2, 3, 4 people shooting at him because I just picked up a couple people. So I like the 2 game modes. The 2 game modes I really played so far was the Conquest and the Breakthrough. I actually enjoyed both of those. So far, I've enjoyed the maps I've played on. Obviously, I've only played on maybe 2 or 3 maps. But the maps I played on, I actually did enjoy. I thought they were way superior to Battlefield 2042 in terms of the map design. Um, the graphics is undoubtedly better. Like the graphics is I gotta check to see like what engine this is running on, because if this is Frostbite, they put in some work on this Frostbite engine, because this joint looks way better than Battlefield 2042. Now you got to take into account like Battlefield 2042 and this game are both current gen games. They are both current gen games, but if you look at this game compared to Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 2042 looks like a last generation game. It don't even look like a current generation game. Battlefield 2042 came out what, 4, maybe 5 years ago? And man, like it's damn near night and day in terms of the graphics, dude. The graphics, the audio is popping on this joint. I'm talking. I got these headphones on. I'm over here in gunfights. I got tanks and stuff shooting at me. Things is blowing up all around me, and the impact in my headphones. I'm like, oh my god! Like, it got to a point where my heart was racing, dude. My heart was racing. I'm like, oh my god! I'm scared to move right now, my guy. Like, gunfire's going around me. Bodies is dropping next to me. Bombs is going off, and I'm stuck, dog. I'm stuck behind some cover. Like, oh my god, I'm about to die. I'm about to die, bro. Like I was like, yo, this joint, the audio is on point, bro. Like, I suspected, like I had hopes for it based off of the fact like Zem Vincella was gonna be like leading this particular game. And I say that in my last Battlefield 6 video, my first Battlefield 6 video, where I say that Battlefield 6 is a wait and see for me. See, this is me just going around, just like making sure to heal people. I'm popping smoke and stuff like that, giving them cover and shit like that. Being able, oh shit, I got sniped. But yeah, I had hopes because of Vincent Pella, because basically like every game I've played from Vincent Pella so far, it has not missed for me at least. Like for me at least, because like I like the Call of Duty games that he's had a hand in. I love Titanfall. Like Titanfall 2 is one of, if not my favorite shooting game of all time. And then obviously Apex Legends. I love the Apex Legends. I put hours of Apex Legends into Apex Legends. Between what PC and console, I think I probably have like 700-800 hours into Apex Legends. Hold on, let's see how much hours I got just into Apex Legends on PC. So yeah, just PC alone, I have almost 400 hours, and before I started playing on PC, I was playing on console, so I probably have like another 200-300 hours on console. But yeah, the fact that his name was attached to Battlefield this time actually gave me some sort of hope. I was still very skeptical. Oh, this is me finally getting into the customization of my gun. I didn't unlock a bunch of stuff, but I did unlock some stuff, and I was able to start customizing, which definitely helps. Like once I customized it, I felt like I was able to get more kills because the gun wasn't like recoiling all crazy. Like I was able to like control the gun a lot better once I made some of these changes. So and this is just a few changes I made. I couldn't even make all of the changes because I didn't unlock as much stuff as I wanted to. But yeah, once his name was attached to it, it gave me some sort of hope. But I was still very skeptical because again, like we were very hyped for Battlefield 2042. Like everybody was really hyped. Like I said, I dropped $70 on that game day one. It was the first $70 game I bought day one. And like me and Straight played it. At the time the graphics looked good, but it wasn't very well optimized. The game was not very well optimized at the end. It did look good at the time. It did look good at the time. I don't want to say like Battlefield 2042 looks ugly or anything, because at the time it came out, it did look good. It was definitely one of the better looking games at the time. But the optimization for it was not great. It was not great. It wasn't very well optimized at the time. I am tempted to go back to Battlefield 2042 to see what it's hitting for, especially after playing this game, to do a better comparison between this and Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 6 and Battlefield 2042, especially like while I still got Battlefield 6 fresh in my mind, go back, play some Battlefield 2042, and just to kind of compare the pros and benefits, because I know they did put in a lot of work on Battlefield 2042, but again, I haven't played Battlefield 2042 since January of last year, so it's a bunch of stuff that's probably been updated in that game that I'm not aware. So for all I know, Battlefield 2042 is probably in way better shape than it ever has been. And I'm still riding the high off of playing Battlefield 6, so definitely tempted to to go and re-download Battlefield 2042, see what it's hitting for now. But yeah, because that game burnt me out so bad, like being my first $70 game, being a game that I was extremely hyped for, and then for me to finally get it, play it, and be extremely disappointed, it had me to the point where I didn't want to play another Battlefield game before. Like I was to the point where even when they announced Battlefield 6, I was not hyped at all for this game. Like I was not hyped at all. I was like, it is what it is. Like I ain't buying it. Like they burnt me on that 2042 joint. I'm not messing with, EA or Dice or anything like that. But then I heard, Vince Capella was on it. I was like, I'll look at it. Like it still didn't sell me on it, but it was like I'll look at it. I mean, I'll give it a try. And then they announced the beta. I was like, all right, this is my opportunity to see what it's hitting for. And so far, so good. I have to say again, I only played like 2 or 3 maps. I only played the two game modes, Conquest and Breakthrough, which this is Breakthrough right here. I only played 2 classes. I played Assault class for only like 30 minutes. I only played like 1 game with the Assault class. One maybe 2 games with the Assault class. Mostly just played with the Medic. I haven't played with the other 2 classes, so I don't know what those are hitting for. So it's still a lot of stuff. I didn't come across any particular bugs. Like this beta ran surprisingly well. Outside of me not being able to like get into the game because of the secure boot situation, like when I was in the game, like I didn't have any issues. And I mean, y'all looking at the gameplay right now, like the game looks good, the audio is great, and like it is. I mean, there's no sort of glitches or bugs that I can see or that I remember experiencing. And in the gameplay, I don't think you guys are gonna see any that I didn't catch. Because I didn't really catch any sort of bugs or anything like that, any weird glitches or nothing like that. Like the game ran very well. Like it was very well. Like almost like a final product. So outside of, not having the amount of content that a final product would have, like in terms of how it ran great. Like I don't have an issue with it. I spoke to Collapse. Like Collapse didn't mention anything about any like bugs or anything wild that he experienced while he was playing it. So like I spoke to a couple people at work who was playing it, they were hyped for it, like they were loving it too. Some of my coworkers at work, none of them really mentioned any bugs. Again, the only issue I had was the chat thing. Like the entire 3 hours I played, like nobody spoke to me. I couldn't hear anybody speaking to me, and I was speaking the whole time, and it didn't seem like they can hear me. So that was like the only issue I came across that was like an issue. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like the only thing that I came across that is an issue, and it's a big issue. Like not being able to communicate on a game like Battlefield 6. Like communication is big in this game, dude. Like a situation like this where I go down, right? Or if I went down right there, right? If I call for help, and I'd be like, and somebody, let's say, collapses next to me, but he didn't realize I go down, and he can't hear me like, yo, pick me up real quick, and he could end up just not realizing I'm down and don't pick me up at all. So yeah, communication is definitely big in a game like this. You want to coordinate with your team, because like this is not Call of Duty. You can't do it by yourself in this game. I mean, you need your teammates. There's a lot you can do by yourself, but you're not gonna do it all on your own, bro. Unless you're on, not even if you're in the tank, because if you're in the tank, you still need people there to repair your tanks and stuff like that. So it's definitely team based. It's definitely very team based, team oriented. So like if you can't be able to communicate with your people, like your group or whatever, it can make things very difficult and frustrating. So the majority of the games is catching points and maintaining points. So the best way to go about doing that is to all attack a point at the same time. Like at least people in your group, your 4-man squad, to be able to attack a point at the same time and be able to help each other while attacking that point. If y'all all spread out and somebody's attacking B and another person's attacking C and you're attacking A, like these points are spread pretty far, bro. So like even if you're at A and you want to make it to like C to help, want somebody on your teammate, like by the time you get there, they might be dead already. Now the benefit is they can spawn on you, and then y'all can both attack C again. But then you still got like 2 other people that might be attacking a different point. So if y'all can't communicate and get on the same page, like that could be detrimental to whether you're gonna win or not. So, or in a situation like that where you're down or whatever, and you want somebody to pick you up, but then you notice like, oh, there's a crap ton of enemies here. Then you can be like, nah, don't pick me up, don't pick me up, don't pick me up. Like, you know what I mean? Because like for all I know, there could have been somebody running towards me right there trying to pick me up, and then ran into like the enemy squad and got melted. For all I know. So you just got to be able to communicate in this game. It's like it definitely promotes good team play. I'm surprised I didn't kill that dude. That was trash. So if you even look, like my teammates are all on like the other side. Like look how far my teammates are from me right now. Like I can't even get to them if I wanted to. So yes, they gotta. If there is something wrong with the chat, I don't know if they just people I was playing with just didn't want to talk to me or whatever. But if there is something wrong with the chat, please fix that, bro. Please fix that. But other than that, that was like the only real issue that I can say that I came across. Like I just genuinely had a good time playing this game, bro. I just genuinely had a good time playing this game. Like I can't say anything bad about it. Other than it's still a wait and see for me. I will say it's still a wait and see for me. I do need to play this game more. Again, I only played it for 3 hours. It could be some maps that I haven't played that tend to have like a crap ton of bugs. Like there might just be bugs that are specific to that map that I just never came across because I didn't play that map. Or there may be bugs concerning certain classes that I'm not aware of because I just didn't play that class. Like I said, I only played the assault class for like 30 minutes and I mostly just rocked out with the medic. And as far as playing the medic, I can't think of any bug specifics, at least none that I came across. But I can't say the same thing about like the engineer or the recon class. Like for all I know, the engineer and the recon classes are completely broken. So I also haven't ridden on any of the vehicles. Like I have not been on, like I've been in the tank, but I haven't driven the tank. I haven't mounted like any of the like machine guns or anything like that. I haven't flown any of the planes. In fact, I don't even remember seeing any planes. Does this game even have planes and jets and stuff like that? Because I don't even remember. If there is, I haven't been on any of the jets or planes or anything on this game. If there are jets and planes, I have not been on it. But I don't remember even seeing any planes and jets or anything like that. Like I do remember the tanks and even like the cars with the turrets on them. And I've ridden in the tank, but I haven't driven or mounted like the gun on the tank. I just kind of like got in the tank and was able to get taken from point A to point B real quick. That was basically it. So you can't really determine if there's any like bugs or anything like that or anything broken with the tanks or the vehicles based off of that. So yeah, all in all, like good game, man. Good game. The audio is on point. The visuals is on point. The movement is surprisingly well. It almost feels like Omni movement from like Black Ops 3. It kind of feels like that a little bit. Like the movement doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel stiff or anything like that. It's definitely far more grounded. It's not on some actual like Call of Duty Black Ops stuff. Like it's definitely far more grounded than that. But in terms of like your freedom in which you can move, it feels like I'm not really limited. So yeah, that's basically all I got to say. Battlefield 6 still kind of wait and see for me. I need to play that second beta to like really solidify my decision on the game. Yeah, to really like solidify my decision on the game to see like if it's definitely a buy. Maybe it's a buy at a sale or whatever. Because I'm probably not gonna buy this game day one. I'm still probably, honestly speaking, even after the second beta, I'm probably not gonna buy it day one because the beta could be running perfectly, and then the game launches and has like a crap ton of bugs because of a day one patch or something like that, or the game launches broken because of like a day one patch that DICE decides to push out right before the game comes out. So in order to kind of avoid that stuff, I'm probably gonna wait maybe, just to see what's it hitting for, to see if what issues are at launch. And if everything's straight, you know what I mean, I'll probably pick the game up. I'll probably pick the game up. Truth be told, I'll probably buy it. I'll probably buy it. I know a lot of my friends are very skeptical about it, so it might be a situation where I might have to pick this game up for them as well, especially if I want us all to play, because they're all like, again, Battlefield 2042 burnt a lot of people, dude. It burnt a lot of people, and it's not even a situation where it's like I was a Battlefield guy. You know what I mean? I wasn't. I was more of a Call of Duty guy, but I was slowly getting into Battlefield. And it kind of started with like Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I thought that game was actually really good. Like I thought Battlefront 2, like Zal Seed got me into Battlefront 2. Now I had played like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, but it wasn't really my jam. I don't remember if I really played Bad Company, but I definitely played Battlefield 4 and 3, and it just wasn't for me. I was more of a Call of Duty head back then. Battlefront 2 is the first, you know, Battlefield-esque kind of game that got me kind of wanting to get into, you know, the Battlefield joint. Then after that, it was Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 I thought was great. Then we had Battlefield 5. I thought Battlefield 5 was alright. I didn't think it was bad. Like, people were saying, like, the joint was trash or whatever. Like, nah, Battlefield 5 was fine. It wasn't bad. I don't think it was better than Battlefield 1, but it was good. And then it was just the Battlefield 2042. So it was one of those, like, you played Battlefield 1 and I thought that was great, and then you played Battlefield 5 and it was like, okay, it's good, but it's not better than, you know, the previous one. And then you got Battlefield 2042, which I thought was just complete trash, and it was like, okay, this alright. Like, I was trying to get into this, but they just keep putting each game they keep putting out I find worse and worse. So, but no, so far I'm optimistic about this game. I am optimistic about this game. So definitely look forward to it. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Do you like Battlefield 6? Are y'all getting Battlefield 6? Is a wait and see? Did you try the beta? Are you going to be trying out the second beta next week? I am curious. If y'all are, like, yo, hit me up, man. Like, let's squad up. Let's squad up. Because outside of, like, the one game I played with Collapse, like, I was just playing with, like, a bunch of randoms. But this seems like a game where if you play with a group of people, like people you actually know, like I feel like this game will just be even more fun than it already is. Because, like, again, playing with randoms, I was enjoying myself just playing with randoms. But because this seemed like a really team-oriented game, it feels like if I play with people I know, it's gonna be even just better for me. And that's one of the benefits of something like a Call of Duty. Whereas Call of Duty, you can play by yourself and have a good time, but then if you play with like friends and people you know, it'll be even better. It's an even better time. And that's one of the things I feel like a lot of these newer multiplayer games are missing. Like, a lot of these newer multiplayer games make it completely dependent that you have to be playing with people. And not only people, just random people, but for the most part people you know, in order to have a really good time. But that's not how Call of Duty and Battlefield was back in the days. Like, that, they were games where you can play by yourself and have a great time. That kind of pissed me off because I was about to pick him up and then he killed himself. But Battlefield and Call of Duty were games that you can play by yourself and have a great time. But if you played with your friends, it just enhanced the experience. And a lot of the new multiplayer games that we're getting nowadays, I don't feel like that's the case with those particular games. I feel like they are, whether you're having a good time or not, is almost completely dependent on who you have on your team. Whether it's people you know or just a bunch of cool random people. Like, if you're playing with like trash random people that you don't know, it's gonna be it's a rough time with some of these newer games. But that's not how it is with like Call of Duty, and it doesn't feel like that's how it is with this particular Battlefield game. And I like that. I like the fact that even if I'm playing with randoms, whether I'm communicating with them or not, or whether we're vibing or they're assholes, like, I'm still enjoying myself. I'm still enjoying myself. And I don't feel like with something like an Apex, I don't feel like that's always the case. If you're not vibing with your teammates on like Apex Legends, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, Apex Legends is fun as hell when you're playing with like a really good squad or people you actually know and mess with, and y'all just fooling around on Apex Legends even if you're losing. but it's not fun when you're not playing with people you know, and you know, people that are good or just people that are buttholes. But that's not the feeling I'm getting from this game. It's not the feeling I'm getting from this game at all. This game, whether you're dolo or not, like I think you're gonna have a good time. Now, it can be frustrating because you are going to die a lot. But what I learned, that's why I switched to the medic, because the medic kind of fits my playstyle, is even if you're not getting a lot of kills, like if you've watched me play for what, 30 minutes now, like 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, you've been watching me play. I'm not getting a lot of kills, and I am dying a lot, but I am contributing, and that's the thing that makes me feel good. That even though I'm not getting a lot of kills and I am dying a lot, I am contributing because at the very least I'm picking people up, and those people are probably going on to get more kills. They're not having to like restart or go back to the boot up screen or whatever. I'm able to pick them up. I'm sacrificing myself. I'm getting kills every now and then. I am getting kills here and there, but I'm able to do things like this. Pick up my teammates. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm not contributing in terms of killing the other team, as long as I can try to stay alive as long as I can and pick up my teammates, that helps us win the game. Because that's less like tickets we're using. Like, bomb. I picked up 2 people right here. I went down, but I was able to pick up 2 people. And I think somebody was able to pick me up. Like, one of the people I picked up was able to pick me up right here, actually. Let me see. Yeah, see? Like, he's one of my teammates. And I think he was one of the ones I actually picked up. And he was able to get me up. And now, because of all of that, because we were over here, you know, healing each other, like, there was no men lost. Like, we didn't get at least in that situation, we didn't lose any men on our side. You know what I mean? Like, other people were dying on the other side of the map, but like, we help contribute to the win by not contributing to the deaths. And I thought that's really cool. So I think even if you're not good at the game and you're dying a lot and you can't get a lot of kills, depending on the class you're playing, you can still help your team. You can still help your team. Whether if you're playing recon, you could be maybe spotting like enemies that people may not be aware of, especially if it's an enemy that's flanking. If you're playing like the engineer and somebody's in like the tank or whatever, you could be repairing that tank. And obviously, if you're playing the medic, you could be contributing by like making sure you revive your teammates, whether they're like in your group or not. Like, as long as you're reviving your teammates, like, you're contributing to the success. And that's also what makes it fun. And it also makes it to the point where, like, even if you're not good with getting kills, you can still contribute. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video there. I don't got really much more to say. Like, if you haven't played Battlefield 6, definitely check out the beta. By all means, definitely check out the beta. We're gonna have another one next week, and just formulate your own thoughts on it. It's free. The beta's free. It wasn't that big of a beta. Like, I think the beta was only like 36, maybe 40 gigabytes big. Like, it's relatively small compared to the games we've been getting lately. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, your life is a fantasy.
To them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels his life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this.